The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So here's the first drive now for the full.
It really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interception. That's the bottom line. That's why it doesn't put them in bad situations.
In 5 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Niners.
There's an example on this first possession of the game.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week. And they carry wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And this will not get Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. The drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here comes Coach Pete Carroll. Yeah.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Conference, you let it slide, but hey, that number well within his range. He's got the arm to do it in this one.
And that nearly an interception, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The numbers on the ground for Jones last apartment.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of this. His teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes, and this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now he'll try to run with this.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard.
Every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that if you're an offensive player, it's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at
offensive side. Fred Warner from the 46. Here's 2nd down and 5. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. Hitting double digits with these wins and no losses. I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. And so now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8.
Defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be
on the run. It's Robinson.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from it
to make it 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the...
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Niners offense now. They get set to head back on the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
We'll see.
Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession
to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
2nd and 2.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Over. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Fumbles on their last 2. I know one person's blood pressure.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's a...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is in.
I recall, met up back in September in week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
No.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's how they put them on notice.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Niners
second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incoming, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Samuel in motion. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he'll just keep taking corner.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They're going option play on 3rd down.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Coach, thank you, and we welcome the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 12.
Offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll be brought down right. The drive continues. It's a first down. An inside give to Jones.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been... They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying, but that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe being...
I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score out, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9.
Ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And the reinforcements come.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Looking to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return. And this is caught. A gain of 32 that time.
Offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Aaron Jones with a third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk.
Now an option play on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
On third down, here's Purdy. Oh, he had him. He would.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Instead of field goals, but now it's by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut side of the ball.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to have the football.
And a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang the
face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it'll
be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of full
football team. Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there
he goes left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Purdy looking to throw. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll get it into enemy territory. On the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of play before the 2-minute warning.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
We got 4.
Throwing here, Purdy.
He'll get 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he gets this one inside the 50.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much down big. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Ball defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a
shot of the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here and be picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll get this well past 5. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
Inside the 15 before they drop him. Back. On the delay, Jones. Showed off the top with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here beside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late, even further.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing to start the drive, but that
Overall, it's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by